They eliminated themselves from their own next level. And hello everybody, I welcome you to the Gospel with Ishmael. Now, there will come a time you realize some people, they distance themselves. In fact, I'm sure that you have experienced such a thing. They just decide to act up. They just decide to do something just to pull themselves away. Do you think it doesn't matter whether you are good or you were just there? That's why people are distancing themselves. I think human beings, they have a habit where if you are well treated, they take anything that is good for granted. And you will keep on experiencing such. Hence, it is hard to find somebody or people who are good together, all because of the good treatment that they're giving each other. That is why even when it comes to romantic matters, it's always hard. It's not hard because it is just hard, but because there will always be one person who pulls aside. There will always be one person who just acts up all of a sudden and you don't get it why. That's how it is. Hence, it needs two people who are matured, who knows the value of being well or properly appreciated. Because there comes a time, like, you just have to discipline your mindset. Why do I want to do this against somebody who's taking good care of me? Why do I want to do this evil act towards somebody that is this good? Joseph said, I will never do such a thing such an evil thing before the Lord my God. It takes people to realize how bad it could be. Not that they can't be tempted. The problem is this. Unfortunately, we have people who are so prone and so susceptible to being tempted by the enemy to the point where they just fall for it. They feel tempted to do something, to take somebody for granted. They forget all the good things that they've done. Hence, we lack so much people who are godly. Everybody, next thing the enemy tempts them, they fall to the temptation. Were people to stand and with the fear of the Lord, let me tell you, nobody will hurt anybody. They would appreciate it when you do good for them or towards them. But be rest assured, sometimes you just have to discipline yourself and think about it properly. It's their own laws. Listen, they eliminated themselves, from their next level. Sometimes I do sit down also. I'll be looking at people who be acting out somehow, and I'll be like, come on, was this person really being beneficial into my life? And I look at it, I'm like, wait a minute, this person was actually a parasite into my life. So what is there to lose? Let them go. Sometimes you must realize that some people, you just love them with genuine love, but not because they were putting value or adding value into your life. If you can sit back and look properly, you realize actually I was the one benefiting them. So if they deciding to stand back or to keep a distance, let them be. And finally enough, you will see as time goes on, they will come back. But unfortunately, you will realize that they are not actually coming back for me, but they are coming back for what I have, the food or the bread that I can give them. That is why the Lord Jesus also said it clearly when he saw those many people starting to follow him. He was like, no, not because you understand my miracles, but you are following me because of the bread that you ate. So those are people for you. Let them go. They have missed out from an opportunity of your next level. I remember one person who once, a friend who just took my money. They were supposed to return it. But at the time they took the money and lied to me that they're going to return it before the end of the day, my life started going up there to the point where even that money was just, just like cents, it were just pennies. And it was just like taking a penny, a penny, what can you do with is it half a cent? Just a penny, So that's it. So that's what actually happened. And just years later, they started to want to come back and acted like nothing happened. Then I just realized, come on, you're just someone who just wants me for what I have. So I hope this was helpful. May God help you. See you next time.